a little bit of a path.
Well, but that's still a little bit scary, and I think that's important for the listeners right there. I mean, that's still a major risk. I mean, it wasn't like that money could just last forever, right? I mean, you had to living off that cash to pay the mortgage. You had to pay for the move, and and by the way, once you sold the company, there's no more future revenue coming in. It's just a pot of money that will eventually fade, and so you still had to get your new company going sooner or later, or you'd have to get a regular job, right? So.
Yes.
So how long did it take you to get Volare open or going to where you really felt comfortable? I mean, to where it's now, okay, now we don't need any other source of savings to live off of. I got it going. Was that a year? Was it 2 years? How long did it take you to really get it to where you felt comfortable?
Yeah. So there were a few kind of sketchy clients at first, but what I did was subcontracting to other consulting companies.
Okay.
And once I was doing that, I knew this is going to work. That's enough to live off.
Okay.
Money's coming in.
Gotcha.
But yeah, for the listeners that are like, well, this sounds like too easy. I could just do this. There were low spots. There were some like that. So I found on Craigslist, I was scrolling through looking for like anybody that's got any kind of software development work or whatever. I found somebody that they had an apartment near Coors Field, and they just needed. Once I talked to the guy on the phone, he said, "I've got a software developer that worked on this, but I just fired him. I'm pissed off at him, and I need to get into the system and pass the passwords and all that stuff, and get it up and running." So I said, I think I can help you. I'm not really sure, but let's give it a shot. Okay. If I can't help you, I won't charge you.
And back then, by the way, if I can just pause, are you asking for any money? Are you asking for any money up front right then at this time, or are you just taking some?
Not up front. No, I think I was asking for $100 or something to do it, just because.
Okay.
I knew this was a small deal.
Okay.
But I didn't have anything going on. It was the summer of 2009, and I was like, what the hell? Why not go see if we can fix this guy's problem and get that first dollar coming in.
Okay.
It was so sketchy. So I go to this guy's apartment, and all he can talk about, he's just enraged about the last developer that he worked with.
Okay.
And all I'm thinking is like, so do you have my address? Like, do you know where I live?
Yeah, right.
Because it was 10 a.m. He asked me if I want a drink, and he's drinking like whiskey.
At 10 a.m.
And he's wearing a bathrobe. It's like everything, like it's like a movie. He's got a bathrobe, drinking whiskey, and he says, "Here, come sit over here." And all he has for furniture in this apartment is a bench press. So I'm sitting on the bench press to get onto his computer to get into whatever, to set up his website that he's logged out of or something. And the whole time I'm just like, I just really want to leave.
Right.
So, it's sometimes you get a little more maybe adventure than you want.
But you do what you have to do. When you're starting out a business, you take on clients that might be a little scary or that you're nervous about. You do what you have to do, right?
It's a beggars can't be choosers deal. And you're just like, well, if this guy will pay me, then whatever.